activities from the office to our home, and I am working now 100% from home during this period up until we're able to go out and live a normal life. So you might see the dog popping in, popping out, and showing a guest appearance. But in the event that that does not happen, I will have a free period to be able to discuss with you and talk to you about this episode of Hair Emergency. Now, this is a special one, and it's special in the sense that it's different to all the schedule that we previously had, which was following about different things that you can do in an emergency. This is specifically talking in relation to the coronavirus and things that can happen as a result of that. So first of all, I want you to know that we are with you. You are part of our world, and it's important to us that you feel comfortable and you feel rest assured that we're not going away. We're here for you. We're here to answer any questions that you may have, here to deal with any queries, and also any concerns in this period. But without any further ado, I'm going to start on today's session, and I'm going to talk about 3 key things in relation to when you're in an emergency situation. And the first thing that I want to show you is one of the things that you can use. And one of the key things that is really important that can be used in this period is what I call the use of color touch-ups. Now, I don't know whether any of you have heard about color touch-ups and how they're used and the manner in which they are used, but this is going to be something that is going to help you in this period of time, especially if you are, your hair's going grey and you can't get to a salon because the salons are closed and you're feeling that it's impacting on your overall look. Now, there's so many color touch-ups around in the market that you can purchase, so you can directly get them from Boots, and there's some online stores that also sell them. But this is one that we have, which is the L'Oreal Hair Touch-Up, and as you can see that this is a brown color, but they come in all different colors as well. So you basically look for the color that best suits your own hair color, and then you go with that, and it's very simple to apply. You apply them around the edges where your hair is gray, and one of the good things about it as well is that you can put it in your parting, because if you're in a situation where for 6 weeks or 2 months you can't get into a salon and your hair has totally gone underneath and you're starting to feel like it's not looking as natural as you'd like it to look like, these root touch-ups will really help. So you just place it just spray it literally in your parting area and you'll be good to go. So that's also if, for instance, your hair has lost your volumizer has lost some hair as well, and it will add that depth to it, so it will give the impression as if you've got more volume even though you don't. So that will also get you out of any emergency situation that you're in. So if in this period of time you can't get to a hairdresser, you need an emergency color touch-up, and you're thinking, how can I do this whilst I've got my UltraStrands installed, then go with the color touch-ups. And like I said, this one is a L'Oreal product. They come in different colors, but you can find them in Boots, and they range roughly between about £3 to £10 depending on which ones you get. There's no specific one that I would say is better than the other than try to go for something that is more organic and definitely doesn't have parabens and sulfate and those kind of things which are damaging and drying to your own hair. So go for something that is a little bit more healthy. I will put in the post a couple of links to locations where you can purchase them from if you're looking to do that. And you should be able to get it online, so it's not a case that you would have to leave your house if for whatever reason you are self-isolating. So that's the first thing. The second thing, which is probably not as popular at this moment in time, but it can have its place, and that is actually the removal of the volumizer. So you might ask me, Clara, why would I want to remove my volumizer? Because if we are going into a period of 3 months worth of lockdown, then and you don't have access to a hair salon and your hair grows and the volumizer starts to move around, you might feel that it's more uncomfortable than comfortable, and it might be better for you to actually have the volumizer removed in this period. Now, if this is something that you want to do, I would say that you kind of like need to get on the bandwagon as soon as possible, because salons are going to start to close, and you don't want to be in a situation where you don't have access to a salon to even remove the volumizer. So if this is something that you're thinking about doing, there's one thing that we will do. If you remove the volumizer and the salon sends it to us, we will do a deep conditioning on the volumizer complimentary, so you will not have to pay for that. That's something that we will do for you. So if you choose in this period of time to remove your volumizer and give your hair, like, 3 months worth of a break, or however long worth of a break, until the salons start opening back again, then and restrictions have been removed, then once they send it to us, we will do a deep condition and send it back. The other thing that you can do in this period as well is, if, for instance, the volumizer has started to lose some hair and you are wondering whether to get another volumizer or put more hair on your existing one, then you can also get that sent back through the salon, and we will add more hair into the volumizer. Obviously, that would be charged, because there's because that needs to be sent off to get considerable hair added on. But again, it's a period for you to get your volumizers looking as good as new, without you having to purchase another one if you did not want to do so. But I do think that the removal of the volumizer, it does a couple of things. First of all, it does give you peace of mind, because you know that as your hair is growing, it's not going to be moving around. And secondly, it also allows you to deep condition your own hair and get, the natural elements onto your own hair. So, there are benefits from it, but I understand from an emotional perspective, it might not be the best thing. But if you can work with it, either in conjunction with the next tip that I'm going to talk about, or if it's a case that, you put your hair up in a little ponytail and do little things, that means that you don't need to manipulate your hair that much, especially if we're on a situation where we can't go anywhere. So if we're at home and we can't even go to the shops, or we can't go, to our local places that we normally go to for recreation, then you're probably at home. You can wear a scarf, for instance, or you can put a headband on, or there's all sorts of different things that you can do in its place, which is not going to impact your day-to-day, because you are home. So that is something that you might want to consider. And as I said, if you are considering that now, I would get yourself booked into a salon ASAP to get it removed. And if they send it to us, we will deep condition the volumizer complimentary for you, or you can get more hair added into the volumizer. And obviously, depending on the amount of hair that we will add, will determine the amount of money that you pay for that. So those are the two things that I have covered so far. And finally, the other thing that you can do in this period is convert to maybe a clipping solution. And when I mean a clipping solution, it could be a clipping volumizer that you can put on top of your existing volumizer. Now, you're going to be very careful in this situation, because what you don't want to do is damage the volumizer that you already have. You don't want to damage UltraStrands in itself, because then that's going to be another outlay. But if you're able to source a clip-in solution that's not heavy, because you obviously don't need anything that's really heavy on your head, but something that also doesn't dig into your existing volumizer, then that could also help. And the beauty of having something that is daily is that you can just pop it on as and when you want to. So you can put it on in the day, and then you can take it off in the evening. Even if it's something that has got clips on, you don't necessarily have to use all the clips, especially if you're at home, not going out, and therefore it's not about the safety of it blowing away in the wind, but it's more about how you look on a day-to-day basis. This is something that is a beneficial option for you. Now, again, clipping pieces, you can buy them directly online, and you can just clip them in and clip them out as and when. You don't have to take your volumizer off in this instance, which is one of the benefits of the volumizer, because it can sit in conjunction with a clip-in. But what I would say is be careful of your own hair. So what you don't want to do is have anything that's going to impact your own hair adversely. Because you've got to remember, if we are away from our salons for a month, 2 months, 3 months, then your hair growth is going to be 3 months worth of hair growth. And what we don't want to do is have anything that's going to affect your hair adversely. So those are the 3 things that I do want to talk about. So I'm going to recap that again for you. And the first is about making sure that you use in touch-ups if you need it. So this is an example again. So you can use touch up, and that you can use for your partings or for your actual hairline, and also wherever you see roots. So you can use that in, and that will tide you until you go to the salon to get your actual roots done. The next thing is if you wanted to have it removed, so you can simply just take it off. But I would say if that's an option that you're considering, you have not got that much time to consider it because salons are closing. And the third thing is to purchase a daily clip-in that you can just put on top of the volumizer. Or if you've taken the volumizer off, you can also then use a daily clip-in in that period of time as well. Some people may want to wear a wig in that period, and you don't need to buy anything expensive. If you're looking at an alternative, so if you've taken your volumizer off, for instance, and you decided I'm going to go down the route of wearing a wig for a period of time, you don't need to go and buy anything expensive. There's some synthetic wigs out there that are really good. There's synthetic clip-in pieces that are also really good. Remember, you're only looking for something that's going to last you about 3 months. You're not looking for something that's going to last you forever. So you don't need to go all out and buy something really, really expensive. You're just looking to tide you over for this period. So if you are thinking, well, I'm not sure whether I can live without my volumizer, but it is an option for you to take the volumizer off and replace it with a clip-in solution, then that could also work for you as well. So those are the 3 things. And finally, what I do want to say, like I've said this before, is I want to keep you at peace and you peace of mind to let you know that we are still open. We are still available for you. You know, if you've got any questions, if you are considering UltraStrands as a solution for you, then, you know, just drop us an email at ultrastrands@ultrastrands.co.uk. We are open Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. And we're also open on the social media network up until 10 p.m. in the evening. So if you've got any questions about UltraStrands, if you're thinking, is it a solution that can work for me, just give us a call. And also we can get you booked in for into the future period. So it may not necessarily be that if you give us a call that we can get you an appointment there and then, but we can connect you with our approved salons and they will be able to be in touch with you, and then you can organize a time that's more convenient for you and convenient for them, for you to go in and actually have a consultation with them. But if you've got any questions, if there's anything that you're concerned about, if you're thinking, I don't know how I'm going to navigate these next 3 months, then please do drop us a message either in our Facebook group, because it's all open forum for you, or send us an email if you're looking for something a little bit more private. The other thing that I do want to say is that if you have got methods and ways that you're using at the moment to get you through this period, if you've got emergency situations that you're resolving yourself at home, then please do share with each and every one of us, because it's, you know, sharing is caring, and the more we can share, it shows the more we care about every single one of us. I'm here to make a difference in your world and in the world around you, and I'm sure that you also want to make a difference in the world around you as well. And if you can help somebody solve a problem, then you have done just that. So if you've got any tips that you are using and you're thinking this is working for me, then just do share them, because you never know, it could work for somebody else. But if you've got any questions other than that in the meantime, then please just do drop me a note and I will be there ready and waiting to listen and answer you back. Like I said, I'm here to serve you in all manners and all ways. And I hope that that session has been helpful to you. I know this is trying times, and I know that it's not easy. I know that there's situations and scenarios that people are going through at this point in time, and I'm not taking that lightly in any course, but I also know the impact that one's hair has on each and every one of you. The fact that you've purchased our product is because you've had a problem that has needed solving, and I'm hoping and I'm praying that our product has solved your problem. But I also am aware that we're now in a period which is contrary to what we normally ask you to do, because with the volumizer you are supposed to come every month, or at the very latest every 6 weeks, to get your hair resecured, retightened, refit, all of those sort of things. And we're now in a position where that may not necessarily be possible. And I don't want anybody to panic and think, is this going to cause any issues to my hair? I want to be able to help you during this period of time. But if you've got any questions of any sort, please do ask them. The salons are available for you as well. So if you need to speak to any of our approved salon members, then that's not a problem. You can go to our website, www.ultrastrands.co.uk, and there is a link to link directly with our salons. There will also be updates in this group as well. And if you're not already a member of the UltraStrands Hair Club, then please just send us an email at ultrastrands@ultrastrands.co.uk, request to become a member, because then you will get emails sent to you on all the things that we're doing and access to other things that you don't currently have access to. So that's another thing that you could be doing, you know, gearing up on your knowledge so that you can make an informed decision, and also that once you've got the solution, you're able to navigate yourself and enjoy the journey, because it is all about enjoying the journey and enjoying the ride. So that's all I've got time for today. It's a quick one, and I hope it has helped somebody and blessed someone. And we will be back again next week. I'm not too sure what we're going to be talking about next week, because you know, we've changed our schedule in the light of the coronavirus, because we really need to be on point on this, and we need to make sure that we are serving you in the best possible manner. But you'll get an update a couple of days before that as to what we're actually, or I'm actually going to be talking about, and I'm sure it's going to help you move forward. So my message to you today is, don't panic. We're still open. We're still here to help you answer all your questions, and hopefully solve any problems that you have in relation to your hair. Take care, everybody. Have a great Monday. Bye-bye.